Hello and welcome to the Hawkins Hellfire Collective. I'm Devin Grubb,
I'm Zach Grubb.
and we have a special guest today. Special guest, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, I am Matt Pashuk, and I'm happy to be back here on the Hellfire Collective.
Yeah, he's on here all the time.
Yeah, he's our most regular guest.
He's our go-to guest. And he is here today because we are talking about the Wheelers, and he's got a soft spot for one of them. Who do you love?
I love Ted. I am a Ted fan.
Half of my notes are about how Ted is awful,
That's solid. That's fair.
and also how in all my previous episodes where I talked about how much I hated Ted, I was a little mean,
Valid points.
and I'm sorry, and
It's okay.
we'll see where the conversation goes.
All right.
So yeah, we're gonna talk about Karen, Ted, and Holly. They're just as important as everybody else. Holly gets to be super important in season 5, so we
The best
figured
season.
yeah. So we thought we would do just have a little chat about our favorite parents and little sister. So who do we want to start with?
They're not even my favorite parents, though. My favorite parent's Dustin's mom.
I know, I love Dustin's mom.
Yeah.
Is she getting an episode?
No, there's not enough
she
screen
does.
time.
Yeah, she doesn't say much.
She's like the most tragic character in the show.
I know.
I feel so bad for her in
I
season
love-
2.
I love her.
I felt so-
Oh, with Muse.
I
Yeah.
felt very bad about Muse, but then I saw her with the kitten and she named Twos, and I'm like,
Twos.
you're a gem, lady.
Yeah,
You're
easily-
fantastic.
Easily replaced.
I love how she's like all for Dustin's valedictorian.
She is her
speech.
son's
She's
biggest
so
fan.
supportive. Like, yeah.
But today we're talking about the Wheelers.
Shout out to Mama Dustin.
Yeah, talk about Miss Henderson for a bit. That's fine. Who do we want to start with? Since we have 3 people to
My
cover
very
here.
first note was Holly is literally a toddler when this show
Oh,
starts.
okay. So we're gonna bounce back and forth here. Okay, because I have them separated in
Yeah,
my
but
notes.
Do we want to
but
just
that's
start?
fine.
Let's start with Ted then.
Okay.
I'm gonna start with Ted. We'll start with okay. All right. What do we have to say about Ted?
In season 1, Ted doesn't care about anything but language and boys.
Yeah, I have that he's unconcerned and a piece of shit.
Well, I wouldn't say he's entirely unconcerned. When his
In the-
entire family flees from the dinner table, he wants to know what he did. What I
I
do.
do.
Nice.
Whoa. We brought out the snort this early in the episode?
Oh
Damn.
man.
I will say that scene is probably the scene that made me fall in love with him as a character.
But the what I do.
What I do.
Just so completely devoid of any situational awareness.
Yep, just so out of touch with what's going on in the show. I feel like the most simple aspects of reality that are contained in the show, he just knows nothing about anything. Like, you know, he's like agreeing with the TV when they're talking about the
Yeah.
communists. And like I love a character that's just so out of touch with what's going on, and the fact that he's a dumb dad, which is one of my favorite archetypes. Just fresh chef's kiss in my book.
I did have a good note about him. When Will is found in season 1, he does kind of express concern. I have that he held hands with Karen. I don't remember that, but I put an involved Ted.
Well, like
Question mark.
You mean when they found Will's
The
quote-unquote body?
quote unquote body.
Yeah, he actually showed concern for his family. Like he was
Yeah.
worried about he was worried about Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Which I feel like that's like the only time you see him have any concern for Mike throughout the whole show.
Yeah.
But it's still good. It's still like, oh, he's a person. You know,
almost. He's almost a person.
his son's friend is dead, and he's like, oh, that could actually have an effect on my child. I should probably check in.
probably care.
Like, yeah. That's more than most.
I mean, he always seems to care when it has to do with Holly, at least when she's, small bean Holly.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're always asleep in his little lazy boy together.
He's a simple man. of simple interests.
Bacon.
You know, he's just concerned these kids keep coming over his house and eating his bacon.
His bacon.
You know, it ain't a hotel. You know, they could be contributing. Like, okay, they're saving the world, etc. But you know, it doesn't hurt to throw Papa Wheeler a couple bucks here and there. You know,
They don't know that they're saving the world, though. He thinks they're just treating it like a hotel.
True.
All of those children are too little to be throwing him a couple bucks.
Ah,
When they get older.
If Steve
When
was
they get
over,
older.
it would be different. We've never seen his interactions with Steve. I'm willing to bet he threw Mr. Wheeler a few.
No, the
have
only
they ever interacted?
they were
in the
in
whole show?
They were in the same house at the same
house
time.
at the same time at the end of season 1 at Christmas. Nancy and Steve are sitting on the couch across from Ted, who is asleep in his lazy boy with a bowl of popcorn.
Yep.
Living the dream.
So that's the amount of interaction that they have.
Good times. Good times. I just wrote for season 2, Ted lives carefree, and he gives his wife the mental load of everything that's going on.
I said he's vaguely involved. I don't know what that's in regard to, but he doesn't listen to his wife, and this is where we start to see the Dustin and Ted beef, which is my favorite thing.
Is that the way he calls him useless? Is that season 2?
Yeah, yeah,
You're
because
useless. You know that? Hey, language.
Pain in the ass. He calls him a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
He's like, you're useless, pain in the ass, language. I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
He's not. Ted is. He's completely useless.
Because he doesn't know where anybody is.
He doesn't know where anybody is. He's just chilling.
My children don't live here. Didn't you know that?
I feel like he's like he was a character written for like King of the Hill, and they
yeah,
and they put him in this instead, and it just works. Like,
oh God. What else you got?
I mean, there's more Karen than Ted, but his wife doesn't cheat on him because she sees what a good dad he is with Holly.
Oh, I have that on her. I have
same.
stuff on Karen. Yeah. But yeah, he's always better when he's around Holly.
Yeah, that's more of it's definitely more of a Karen strength than a
Ted thing.
He could have easily been cheated on.
Oh, they're cute.
Oh, yeah.
I guess I'll stay.
But then they go to the fair together, and I think the only time we see Ted is on the Ferris wheel. And again, he's kind of like, I don't want to be here, but Holly's having fun, so I'm here.
Yeah.
I mean, in his defense, he kind of looks like he's gonna shit his pants. Like he doesn't want to be
not
on the
vibing at the
Ferris
heights.
wheel.
Ted, I feel you. I am also not a heights guy. I get it.
Ferris wheels suck.
They do.
I hate Ferris
And they
wheels.
especially sucked in the 80s when the chair was small and had no gate.
Yep.
Just a little lap bar with your legs dangling.
I will say, oh crap! I lost my train of thought for a second. It was something having to do with. No, it's gone. It's gone.
Oh
it's
no,
gone.
was it about Ted? We were talking
was
about Ferris
Ted.
wheels
It
and
was
Ted
about
being
Ted.
afraid of them.
Karen
Cheating on him.
with Billy.
Billy. Oh, crap! I almost had it. It has to do with kind of Ted overall as a character, and
Overall.
Nah, it'll come back to me.
We'll come back to it. Are we on season 4 now? Because we're just blowing through everything we have to say about
There's
Ted.
Not that much to
What
say.
did we have for 3? Just the Billy stuff.
He really wasn't.
Yeah,
the
because
first
he
one.
wasn't in it a lot
He
in
wasn't.
season 3. I mean, he's not in it a lot at
No.
all.
He probably only has like 20 lines in the whole show.
Yeah.
I remember. Everything we're talking about with Ted right now makes sense when you consider that he is significantly older than his wife.
Oh, we're going into that right now?
Okay, so refresh me again. That timeline is all messed up.
They
right?
screwed up the timeline.
They screwed up the
Because they put
timeline
him in
with the
in
show.
high school with the stage play.
Yes,
Right.
so season 5,
Yeah.
they're in high school together. And we mentioned this on the Nancy episode, and I think we've brought it up a couple times, but I think it's important to mention here.
I mean, we kind of have to. We're talking about the Wheelers. I
Yeah.
know it's back to back from Nancy, but still.
But yeah, Karen and Ted are supposed to be like at least 8 years apart.
Because they talk about that.
In season 1. It's
Nancy-
like Nancy's whole character arc starts there.
Yeah, she doesn't want to end up like her parents because her mom married him because he was older and he had a cushy job and everything, and it would like,
The easy
line
route.
up perfect.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Yeah.
the easy route.
So, like, but when you consider that, it makes sense that Ted is the way he is. He's older. He's tired. He's, probably been working his job for long enough that he doesn't really care anymore. Like, he comes home and he's just tired, and my kids are young and I am old.
Yeah. That like, the origin story of him being older makes a lot more sense with his character.
With his character,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's just old and a curmudgeon. But he's like a soft curmudgeon. Like, he's not like verbally abusive.
To
or
No.
everybody but Dustin.
Yeah.
But
But Dustin dishes it out too. It's
Yeah,
not like just,
They have a rivalry.
so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
But, like, again, season 5, good job ruining that.
Yeah.
Because now Ted and Karen are like maybe a year apart.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We figured it out that like at most, if they were in high school at the same time, they would be 3 years apart. But
At
that would
most.
have meant that she was a freshman and he was
Yeah.
a senior.
It's the only way that gap would work.
Right.
Yeah.
But and like I feel like that's kind of weird because how many seniors are interested in freshmen?
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, dating, I guess, in
Right.
the high school scene, like, yeah, that is kind of weird. But, like,
Yeah.
in terms of age gaps and people getting married, especially back then in the time, it's like people were like 10 years apart.
Oh
and
yeah,
shit
that
like
that I,
Yeah,
I
it
just
made
mean
much
in
more
I
sense.
just mean
Yeah.
in terms of like the high school dynamic.
Yeah.
It would have been weird if, an 18-year-old Ted was
Mhm.
interested in a 15-year-old Karen.
Right. But I feel like the town wouldn't, if that were the case and if that were actually canon, that it's still, I feel like it wouldn't be seen as taboo.
No.
Like, oh, yeah.
Well, no, if they
she's
were
the
in,
trophy wife kind of thing.
if they were in high school together, I think it would have been seen as taboo. The freshman dating a senior.
No, I'm
thing.
saying like once they graduated
Oh, yeah,
and they
totally.
like had a kid and they were married.
Yeah,
it's
no,
like,
no.
It's way different than
Out of-
18-year-old Karen marrying 25, 26-year-old Ted would have been like, oh, she landed a money husband.
which is what I feel like they were originally going for.
I feel like that's what it was.
That's
so
absolutely what they were going
Yeah.
for. And, like, they ruined it and also made Ted's character inconsistent.
Yeah.
But like I said with Nancy's episode, if Max didn't say that line in the episode, like, yes, it happened in the show, but if that throwaway line wasn't in the episode,
We could have ignored it.
we would have ignored it. It wouldn't have mattered. But it wasn't ignored, so
And
therefore
it had to be
it
Mr.
matters,
and Mrs. Wheeler. It couldn't have been Mr. and Mrs. Sinclair. Like, what the hell?
right? Because they're all of the parents are supposed to be in the show.
Like, come on, Duffers, stick to a single gun, please. Stick
It-
to any of them.
It was never going to happen in season 5.
No.
It wasn't.
But let's go back to Ted.
I wrote down that in season 4, Ted and Dustin have their beef escalate, and Karen loves seeing them together.
The beef is the best in season. They only have like one like actual scene together. But take us for everything we're worth. Okay,
Okay.
Yeah.
as he fills his plate.
Great scene.
It's so good. But I put that he has a moment of clarity in this season
Yeah.
because he actually
Ted talks some sense.
Yeah, when they're when all of like the murders are on the news, he's like, "Well, where's the FBI?"
That's what I want to know.
Right, like
Yeah.
there's
It's
a
like-
serial killer and nobody's doing anything about it.
You know what, Ted?
You're
Yeah.
right. They're not doing anything about it. Instead, they're gonna let some 17-year-old kid lead an army.
When Ted Wheeler is the only person going, hey, our police kind of suck.
Yeah.
What the hell?
He's got insight.
He's got insight.
Does he say anything during the like their interrogation?
Yeah, he says
on the
they'll throw
couch?
you in jail.
Oh. And
Oh, yeah,
Dustin
Threaten him with jail time,
Yeah.
right? That'll teach him. He
and
says something like
Dustin
that.
says
Yeah.
something snarky to that too, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Dusty Buns.
Give them a night behind bars, see if they're more honest.
Right,
Something like that.
Go for a swim.
Go for a little night swim.
And then that's all I have for season 4.
And then they kind of wrote Ted out of season 5 by having him fight a Demogorgon, which kicked ass.
But he fought a
great.
Demogorgon. But, like, I liked this because the whole time I'm like, God, Ted's such an asshole. And then he was like, well, stuff's happening in my house. I have to do something about it.
That's the thing. The way that they, as separated or as far removed as season 5 is from the rest of the show, I feel like it would have been really, as disappointing of a character as Ted is, it would have been really awful, but it would have been consistent if he would have been like running and hiding in the house.
Yeah.
But it's nice that they gave him a little bit of redemption to fight the Demogorgon.
Yeah.
But then once he does that and he's in the hospital, it's like all about Karen, and they kind of just drop the whole concept.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like you see in the graduation that he's
he
recovered
lived.
as well, but it's like, oh, okay, I guess he's fine too. Where was his moment in the hospital? Well,
because
who was giving him sips of cool water? Well, nobody. Ted was just alone in a corner somewhere dying, and like.
Well, because his kids know that he's useless, so they're like, well, he's not gonna know anything.
He provides.
To be fair, I'm willing to bet that Ted was like unconscious the entire time. He got it bad. He got slashed across the chest.
Yeah, he.
But you'd say he got it worse than Karen did? She had a whole ass Jurassic Park moment.
She did. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her scars were there. Her scars were there.
Ted also
Yes.
got thrown across the room after he got cut up.
Yeah.
Like, when he got hit, he went flying.
Yeah, because don't you not see 100% what happened to Karen? Like you see
Karen
like the
gets
first couple
one-
swipes, and then
Karen
don't they
gets
cut to
one
her on
good
the ground?
slash.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and
it.
because Nancy, they find her.
Yeah. So Ted was potentially more wounded. All the more reason why his family should have been supporting him in the hospital. Or
Ted
at
was
least,
concussed.
at least checking on him.
It should make sure he was at least still breathing.
Lucas didn't play a single song on his boombox for Ted. So it's all about Max.
Mike, can you imagine Ted in the mind space?
What is this?
What's his song?
What's
Hey.
going on here? The
What's
national
up?
anthem.
What's going on?
Is this
Huh?
the Star Spangled Banner? Is this Beckman's song?
Oh my god.
Like,
But he didn't hesitate. He was a little scared. He probably pissed himself a little bit, but he still tried to hit it. He still hit him with his golf club.
He took
He
a
did.
swing.
So he took a swing. He defended his people. Go Ted.
go.
He
Ted.
had a moment of being a really good dad, and that's all he needed.
I will say, but before that, he doesn't know how old his daughter is, and to be fair, I don't know how old she is either.
Honestly, I feel like that's a meta joke.
Wait, when's that brought up?
When
When they're arguing,
They're arguing. Him and Karen are arguing because she got called to Holly's school because she was talking to Mr. What's-It, but nobody was there,
Yeah.
and like he's like blowing it off.
It's like, oh, she has an imaginary
And she's like,
friend.
do you even know how old your daughter is? You don't, do you? And the whole time I'm watching them, I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know how old she
Yeah,
is
neither
either.
do we.
I mean, I would have, but I don't now.
Were the Duffers self-aware enough to insert a joke about that, or like?
So like oh my god, and like I just watched them a couple months ago. Season 3, that's the Ferris wheel
Yes,
with
Yeah.
Holly.
that's the
What do we see of Holly in season 4?
She's coloring when Max is drawing everything that she sees in the mindscape.
Mhm.
Holly is with her. They're like coloring together,
Mhm.
and then they
They
use
borrow her
they
light
use
bright.
Holly's room, and they like steal her light bright from her while she's
Yeah.
playing with it.
That's pretty much it.
But that's it.
And then a year later, she was.
And
like,
then
30.
and then she like looks
Yeah.
out the window when all of the upside down stuff is bleeding into the right side up, and she's like, "Oh, it's
yes,
snowing."
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, the incredible setup that never got paid off. Yeah.
Oh man.
We had such
Stranger Things ends
Thoughts?
after season 4.
thoughts and high hopes.
Oh, the ending of season 4. Everything. It's like it gets you so excited for what's to come.
All right, we've spent 20 minutes on
On
Ted,
Ted.
which
Yeah.
is
This
way
is-
more than I
This
thought I was
is why
gonna.
I didn't say that it was going to be a short episode,
I got
because
20 more in me.
I know,
you do.
I know us, and we go off the rails all the time. and
There's
it's
rails.
great. And I'm going to shout out to our friends, Ham Radio. They guessed it again. They knew that we were doing the Wheelers this week. I gotta figure out some harder clues.
Yeah. So let's talk about Karen.
Okay.
Married to
Car. Go Car.
She's married to Ted.
Yeah.
Married to Stranger Things' greatest Chad.
I'm just gonna find a way to connect Ted to every note you have about Karen and Holly.
Right. Let's see.
She's always ready to feed the kids in season 1.
That's what I said. She welcomes Mike's friends always.
She shows her love with food. She brings food to Joyce.
Mm-hmm.
And her daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
She likes Jonathan better than Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
She does. She's
I mean,
pro-Jonathan.
I don't blame her in season 1 because season 1 Steve's kind of a shit, but it's okay.
She Stan Jancy.
She's Stan Jancy. That's her new name, Stan Jancy.
She's Stan.
I know, but
okay.
it's funny. It sounds like her name, Stan Jancy.
We get she's just the mom in season 1. We get a lot of concerned mom moments.
And this is kind of like her driving for through every season. She just wants her kids to talk to her. She knows that there's stuff going on with her kids, that they're not confiding in her, and she's just desperate for them to be willing to open up to her.
And I will, all jokes aside, I am going to bring that back to Ted.
Okay.
Because it's almost like she just wants communication. She wants some form of communication, some form of family in the family.
Yeah.
And you ain't getting none of that from Ted.
Not from Ted.
No. I even think, isn't there a moment where unless I'm making this up in my head, where when she's having like that conversation with Nancy, don't they pan over to him? Isn't there a moment where Karen is having a talk with somebody, and they do pan over, oh, this is what I'm dealing with.
I think it's in season 3 when they're her and Nancy are finally having a conversation.
Which is a great scene.
It is a great scene. They're talking about how she's a fighter and where you get it from, and I think that's what
you don't get it.
You don't get it from your father, kind of thing. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So they know, they're aware. But yeah, she definitely does just want her kids to talk. Because they're not going to get any breakthroughs talking to Ted. She probably says 3 words to her husband on a daily basis. It's come on, what's going on, kids? You fighting monsters? What's happening?
I want to fight the monsters too.
I will say this though, and it's probably just because she's stressed out because she has 3 of them. One of them being, essentially a toddler. But you never see her, a small bean. You never see her interact with Mike the way that Joyce does with Will. Where she takes a genuine interest in what Will is doing and sits down with him to color, and it's not an indictment, I think, of Karen, but it doesn't help that she has more responsibility than the average parent.
Does she do anything? What does she do? Is she a housewife?
She's a housewife. She's a housewife. She's stay-at-home mom. She is me.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a stay-at-home mom.
I don't recall buying lots of wine, but that's just me.
No, that's not what I mean. I just mean
Is there a
her
Billy showing up to your doorstep? Is there that we don't know about?
Ew.
I'm sorry. Do I need to worry?
Yeah, is there?
Not if Billy showed up on our doorstep.
Yeah, if Joseph Quinn showed up.
To be fair, it'd have to be Eddie.
He's dead.
I know.
I know.
Well, Billy's dead too, so
Season 2, I have one note on Karen, and it's that she likes baths.
So, so that's where the preferring Jonathan is season 2. That's at least where I have it. But then I have.
Oh, I picked that up at in the finale.
Okay.
When with the present.
Gotcha. But then I have Karen and her wine part 1 in season 2, and Karen and her baths part 1. In season 2, and then Karen and Billy part 1 in season 2.
Oh yeah,
because he comes to the house and he's like, oh, is this just Nancy's sister? And she's like, ah!
To be fair, he caught her in the middle of an erotic novel. Like, she was already kind
She
of
was
geared up.
drinking her wine and having her bath.
Yeah. Strapping young lad rolls up to the door.
Ugh, he's got a mullet.
It was the 80s.
And an 80s mullet, not even the Gen Z mullet. It's different.
But it was the 80s. That's when the mullet was
Oh yeah,
a choice.
Billy Ray.
I just don't even if he wasn't racist, it does not appeal to me.
I think it's the mustache. Not to talk too much
It's
about
the
Billy.
stash.
It's like if he would just
We'll
shave
get
that,
to Billy.
shave that little poop stain on his upper lip, he'd be a lot more handsome.
Go watch Power Rangers. He was a
Oh,
great
that's
Red
right.
Ranger.
He's the
that's
Red
right.
Ranger.
He was a great Red Ranger.
Oh, I forgot that movie existed.
It's terrible.
We
He
saw
was
it at
great.
the movies. Because that was before this.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, it's the Red Ranger.
He's different.
He's different. You look different.
I don't remember him having an issue with Billy in that episode in that movie.
So season 3, she's got a makeover.
Yeah.
Poor Billy.
She's embraced that she's hot.
Yeah, they go crazy with that.
She wears her makeup and her heels to the pool.
That scene though, that the intro to the pool where like they're introducing all the moms for the season and Billy, that's like one of my favorite scenes.
Oh,
in
it's
the whole show.
Oh, it's
fantastic.
so funny.
It's
So
so
over
good.
the top.
Yeah.
Sets the stage for season 3.
Yeah.
Like it's
Like, oh, we're not holding anything back this season. We're gonna get goofy with it. Let's go.
I mean, I wouldn't really say there's much growth or development for Karen, but would you say like doing that to her in like the intro for season 3, do you think they dumbed her down a bit that season?
No.
A lot of characters are dumbed down a little bit that season.
I don't think she's dumbed down only because she's still very much concerned about
That's when
what's
she has
going
her
on, because
conversation
that's
with
when she
Nancy.
has her conversation with Nancy.
Yeah.
And she calls Nancy a fighter. I put she's a fighter even if she doesn't see it, because she's constantly willing to be there for her kids and fight for her kids no matter what.
And her marriage.
And her
she's
right.
the only one showing
Right.
up in.
Exactly. Like, she could have been like, bye, I'm gonna go have fun with this strapping boy, and she didn't. I could see why you would think that would be like, you know, like a dumbing down of her.
No,
but
I was just wondering
think,
if you guys felt that way. I don't.
Yeah, I think because of the choices that she makes later on, I feel like she's consistent. She's character-wise, I feel like Karen is consistent kind of throughout the whole show.
Yeah, and like the whole intro to season 3, it's like the woman is clearly in an unhappy marriage, and
Have a little fun in the summer.
and she's horny.
It's the summer.
You would be too if you were married
It's
to
the
Ted.
summer. There's a
Yeah, she's
There's
not
a
satisfied.
pool.
She's got that slab of man hanging around the house all day, and he's always falling asleep.
Yeah.
She can't do anything about it.
And you know, like he's that slab of man. He should be showing Ms. Wheeler some more attention. You know, I mean, you got Karen Wheeler walking.
I mean,
around
I
the
was gonna
house,
say, if she's looking like that,
coming home in a bikini and
Right.
heels, and you're just
And you're
watching
just-
the news,
right?
like, having a your snooze.
I want to read
Drinking
a
your
book
booze.
about ships.
yeah.
Drinking your booze, have a snooze.
Yeah. But I'm very glad that. And this also goes back to not dumbing her down, because like, you know, she has the conversation with Nancy,
Mhm.
but she also doesn't go through with Billy.
No.
And you know, even before he starts wigging out at the pool,
Yeah.
like she didn't show up anyway.
She
And
wasn't
that's what
gonna-
she thinks he's upset about.
Yeah.
She also gives us one of the only scenes of Billy being a decent person before, you know, he essentially
Before he's
sacrificed himself.
completely overtaken.
Because the flesh flayer shows him, you know, him essentially murdering Karen, and his reaction is, "You need to go.
Yeah.
Like, you need to run. Something is wrong."
Yep.
And like, you know, the Billy we've seen up to this point,
Yeah.
that's a surprising turn from him.
Mm-hmm.
But let's not get too into Billy. It's not his episode.
No, but it's like Karen is the impetus for that.
Yeah.
You know? She also puts, like, she's always putting more effort into the family. She's the one who gets them to the fair, gets them on the Ferris wheel. is genuinely trying to have a good time.
Doesn't she say that she like paid the
She paid the guy
so that they could sit up top and like
watch
see
the
watch the
fireworks.
fireworks together. Like she's embracing her family, as unhappy as she might be.
Yeah.
I don't have anything for her for season 4.
She doesn't get to do anything in season 4.
Yeah, she's that like.
Is she kind of just like the mom in the background again in season 4?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, because I don't think I remember any scenes with her.
Less so.
Just
than
that,
usual,
I mean, the interrogation scene takes place at the Wheeler's house, but like the parents are kind of just in the background of all of it.
I mean, she seems pretty concerned though.
No, she is.
She's asking questions,
right? But like that's, nothing really standing out.
The parents in general are more of an amalgam in season 4.
Yeah.
Because of what's going on, they're kind of often seen together.
Yeah. Well, because they know all their kids are involved in Hellfire.
Yeah, because there's so much going on in season 4.
There's so much.
They kind of had to put the parents on the back burner a little bit if nothing specific is going on.
Oh, I love season 4.
And then season 5, where she goes full like, get away from my daughter, you bitch.
Badass mom in season 4.
When did she put the canisters in the dryer? When did she set that up?
You can hear her do it.
But
in the episode, like
is there like there's like a little sound effect?
Yeah, you can hear like the tonk of her throwing them in the thing.
So many people are I love that happens because
it's too easy.
But I love it. It is. But the reason I love it is because she heard them the announcement and heard that Lucas was there and was like, I have to help my kids. Like it's not just her kids aren't just Holly, Mike, and Nancy. Like her kids are all of Mike's friends.
Because none of her actual kids are in
None
that
of
scene,
her actual kids are in that scene. Lucas and Max, because at this point I don't even think she doesn't know who Robin is, most likely.
But like, why the sudden concern?
Well, I mean, there was a frantic announcement about how the Demogorgon they're coming.
Yeah.
So she hears that and is like, "Oh, I think let me help."
Yeah.
Because at this point she's aware that there's stuff going on. She was attacked by this. That's how she
stabbed the shit out of it.
Oh, with her wine.
Yeah,
with her wine.
With Karen and her wine.
She pissed it off. I think if Vecna wasn't, telling it, look, grab Holly and go, it would have stayed behind and eaten her.
Yeah.
Because, she made that thing bleed.
Which, a lot of people like complaining about the fact that like she was able to do some damage to a Demogorgon with a wine bottle, where like the military shooting at them did nothing. That's like a thing, right? Like their skin is like weaker to sharp.
Yeah,
blunt
because it happens
piercing.
in other seasons when they get shot at.
Yeah,
it doesn't really do anything. It kind of just like they recoil a little, but there's really no
cutting it seems to
impact.
Affect it worse.
Yeah.
The nail bat, the sword when it was weaker.
The biggest thing is fire, but they're not always. Yeah. That's not always available.
It's not like Demogorgon skin is so hard that you can't pierce it.
Yeah. I wasn't one of the complainers about that.
No, I wasn't.
Because it was like, oh, okay, let her have her badass moment. It doesn't need to be, completely scientific to the Demogorgon.
No.
But it works.
She finally gets what she wants in this season. Her kids finally open up to her.
Mike opens up to her.
Even if she's, in a hospital bed, they still come to her, which is all she's wanted.
And I think Ted gets a little some of what he wanted too, because now his kids are graduating, they're going to get jobs, they're going to move out
of his house.
Going to be out of the house, so he can sit and do nothing with less noise.
Except Mike's future is for him to stay at home and become a writer.
Oh, that is true. Oh, so
not that I have any issue with that for Mike. I really don't. But
I could see that bugging Ted a little bit. Be like, oh, can you clack a little quieter? Like I'm trying to sleep.
Turn that typewriter down.
Watch Mr. Belvedere.
Yeah. They should have had a scene when they show you Mike typing.
Yeah.
They should have had Ted pop in. Can you keep it down in here?
Try to sleep.
I'm watching my shows.
I mean, as far as Karen's concerned, I feel like. Okay, also, why did she not really give a shit that Hopper was alive? But we're gonna let that slide.
They're like, yeah, she was like the big one with that, and Max. Too.
Max
Yeah.
should have been a little bit like, "Oh shit, you're alive."
Yeah, like, hey there, sailor, or whatever he says to her when she comes back.
Yeah,
And she's just like, hey.
Hey.
It's like, that's it? Like, aren't you dead?
I mean,
To
for
be-
Max, it's like, well, I was supposed to be dead, so like.
To be
sure.
honest,
Yeah, they're in a similar boat.
the reunion with Max being awake is very like,
Yeah.
It's very weird and anticlimactic, and it feels off.
because 11 should be like, "Oh my god!"
The only part I liked about that scene was Lucas saying he was sick of the song. That was
Yeah,
it.
that was great. I love that.
That was it. Like-
Are you sick of it yet? No, you? Yeah.
I've been listening to this song every day, multiple times a day for
a
18
year.
months.
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Karen gets one of the last lines of the show, telling them to come up and eat.
Get your lasagna's getting cold.
Yep,
Yep.
Well, you know,
that's Karen.
that's Karen. That's Karen.
Fine
That's
character.
our Karen. I like Karen.
Now, I have a serious question. This episode's called The Wheelers.
Mm-hmm.
We still got to talk about Holly.
Yes.
Do we want to get into this? Do we want to talk about Holly right now?
Why wouldn't we? I don't have enough for her to have her own episode.
Okay, let's do it.
I don't.
I mean, the only
Because the only
time she's a character is in the
is
entirety
really
of
season 5. Yeah,
There
so
are actually notes about
I
her.
do
throughout
have
every
I do
season,
have some notes.
because she's actually more involved and like recognizes the weird shit going on than anybody
Yeah.
else outside of the main cast.
Which is we we don't want to give the Duffers any kind of credit here, but like that maybe that we talked about like just while we were watching it that like maybe that's why she was picked.
That's why they promoted her
Yeah.
in season 5.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I can't think of any.
We got him. We got you.
Yeah, what do you guys got?
So in
'Cause to me, it's just she's there, and then season 5, she's a character.
In season 1, when they're at the buyer's house with her, when Karen is dropping off the casserole, Holly is there.
she's the one that follows the lights.
She follows the
follows
lights.
Yeah.
But it's not just that. The Demogorgon starts to come out of the wall
Mhm.
at Holly.
Yeah.
So she's
seen it without knowing what she's seeing.
Now, is that when did she start seeing Mr. What's It?
Oh, not until
season 5.
That wasn't until
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
But
Well, because they imply that like she had this imaginary friend her whole life, so like,
Oh,
I'm
no,
wondering
no,
if
no.
they were trying to tie in some kind of
they were not.
No, I think
They
that
never
was
said
just like a
anything about it.
general.
Yeah,
like she saw the Demogorgon, she was marked, kind of thing.
I kind of think so. Maybe
That's what
Like, I think-
that's what we were speculating.
or at least something we've done with this podcast in the beginning is go back and say like, how can this tie back? It
And that's-
doesn't, but how can?
But it could.
Yeah.
That's how it could.
like
At least in our.
Vecna's looking
weird
through the
little
eyes
minds.
of the Demogorgon, and if the Demogorgon's breaking through the wall in front of Holly, he knows about her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And in season 3, there's like no Holly. Or sorry, season 2, there's like no Holly.
Yeah. Season 3. She sees the flesh flyer in the trees on the 4th of July.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's on the Ferris wheel.
Mhm.
She's the only person who actually sees the flesh flare again outside of the main
outside
cast.
of the main
Yeah.
cast. Yep. Season 4, they use her light bright. She's with Max while she's doing her drawings, and she sees all the
Yeah.
particles.
Yep, she sees the particles.
That's. I mean, I don't have that written down. But
That all kind of does feel very like obvious for the Duffer Brothers to kind of pick her. That does make sense because
Yeah.
I mean it's a reach and it doesn't make sense, but
but
like,
it does. But
sense
it makes
for them to make
sense.
that
Like she was
decision.
this outside character who was kind of like privy to all the stuff that
But like young
everybody
enough,
else was dealing with,
Yeah.
but young enough to not be involved in
Oh,
it.
what if
and
we
young
rolled
enough
with
to
that?
not
To
know
not
what she's
know
seeing.
what she's seeing,
Yeah.
so that once she is involved, it's new.
Mhm.
But then they never addressed that.
No.
So It happened off screen. They talked about it
Yeah,
off
off
screen.
It happened in my head. I like it. Season
Poor
5.
Susie.
Poor Susie. She deserved better.
Than Dustin?
No, well,
Nobody
actually,
deserves
yeah.
better than Dustin.
You know what? Season 5, Dustin.
I was
yeah,
gonna say,
she deserved better.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Dustin was probably a dick, and that's why they broke up.
Yeah,
Off camera.
off camera.
Season 5. Oh, that's where we're getting into season 5 now with Holly.
Please.
I mean,
Please,
here's the
please.
thing. Now, like,
Holly
how
the
much do we
Heroic.
talk about? Like, yeah, she's Holly the Heroic. If you watch season 5, you saw Holly's entire character arc.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Okay. So
No, I'm not
we're not
saying-
going to talk about Holly now. We're done. Bye.
I'm not saying don't. I'm not saying let's not talk about Holly, but I'm not sure how much we can say that would be interesting.
Well, I have that she's durable.
I also was durable.
She's durable.
She's durable enough to be thrown against a wall
By
by
a
a Demogorgon
That is
And
in
and
the
the-
to
mines.
just get up and run away.
In the mines, right?
Oh no!
No,
like,
at her
at her
home.
house.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Yeah.
picks her up and throws her
Yeah.
against the wall.
Why wasn't
And-
she in a hospital bed?
Right? And this
Like,
is
what?
what
I was just gonna
11-year-old,
say this
10-year-old
happened-
gets
they
up
have
and
a
just
10.
runs away.
She's a child.
Right, which is we don't know how old she is. I think we said that she's maybe supposed to be 9
9
at this point, 9 or 10.
I mean,
That's
because now
decent.
I'm just thinking like in season 3 when Billy whacks Mike, you know, and that's just in human form with super strength. He gets knocked out for a few hours.
Him and Max.
Him and Max.
Yeah.
Holly's you know small bean.
Small
I mean, bigger
bean.
bean.
She's
But
a bigger bean, but she's still small. But yeah,
yeah,
She got thrown against
got
the wall.
thrown against the
Yeah.
wall, and then she ran into her mom.
yeah. That's. I wasn't even thinking about that. She should have been in a coma too.
Well, she will be momentarily.
She will be
because then she's in
Yeah.
the mindscape.
in the mindscape.
Just absolutely traumatized by watching her mom get slashed open by a Demogorgon.
Right. I'm like, she's upset half of the time. Like when they're going through everything, she's so upset she didn't help her mom. Like, girl, you're 10. What were you supposed to do?
Mhm.
Yeah.
What could you have done?
Oh, your brother gave you a speech about being heroic. You are a
You're-
small child.
You don't have a weapon.
As good as that scene is, and as good as the
I
chemistry
love
that
that
those two
scene.
had. Like
That's
very good.
a standout scene for season 5
Which
to me.
scene?
Mike
when
being
Mike-
schmaltzy
Mike
and telling
Get,
Oh, when they're
like
sitting
when
in
they
the
have
hallway.
yeah, and he gives her
Yeah.
the thing and all. Yeah, because I don't like when they're in the little like the Creel house with all the other kids when it breaks. I don't like when they break her necklace because I'm like, Mike
Yeah.
gave that to you.
But also that whole conversation feels kind of very meta. Like, oh, here's your D&D character. It's kind of just like the Duffer Brothers saying, "Oh yeah, Holly, this is your character now. You're
I mean,
part of it."
It also just flat out tells us what Holly's gonna do for the rest of the season.
Exactly.
She can use Dimension Door to go between planes. I'm like, okay, so then Holly's gonna travel through the mindscape and like use Dimension Door. Like it was a little. Okay, I have no issue with the scene, but like what it sets up, the way that you just described it,
Mhm.
is way too literal for what actually ends up happening in the show.
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons has
Oh, here
never
we
been
go.
used in the show. Dungeons and Dragons in the show has been used to explain things that
Yeah.
are happening.
Mhm.
It
Until the
hasn't-
end.
Right. It hasn't been used to foreshadow things that are going to happen.
Yes.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just the way that the kids were understanding what was happening. It was like that's the rules that they would apply to
Mhm.
things.
Right.
It wasn't until, the 5th season that they're just like, no, this is what it is. It's
And like my first...
these are the rules. They're D&D.
Right. I immediately thought after he gave that speech that Holly was going to be like, oh, she's going to figure out how to do that. Like that's going to be something that she thinks back to what Mike told her and she's going to use that.
Mhm.
But that's not what happens. No, like Max walks her through the mindscape and it's just, oh yeah, they're going from door to door and like dimension walking and whatever. It's like, okay, so you set this up as what? A fun little nod to what we're going to do for the rest of the season. There's no payoff. It's just Holly the Heroic can do this and then we're going to watch Holly do this. It's very weird.
Yep.
I put something about that she says about Henry that made me like, oh, that's like that shows how young she actually is. Like, is that what made Henry bad when they're going through the memories?
Oh, yeah.
Is that what made him bad? Like, even after everything she's seen him do, she's like, still. Maybe, you know,
Maybe he
he
wasn't
maybe
always
every
bad.
yeah, like it's like she's wondering if he's still good or still can be good.
Bad dogs aren't born, they're made.
Henry was pretty much garbage.
Yeah.
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 I'm just saying, I feel like it shows the innocence of her character.
Absolutely.
Too. Like,
yes.
you know.
An innocence that gets dashed pretty damn quickly. Because it needs to for her to save everybody.
Yeah, because like at first she's kind of just like caught in the middle of everything,
Yeah.
you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then it's just like
I have to.
An
I have
abrupt
to
shift.
be the leader now.
She's very much a wheeler, though. Like, she's smart enough to see the inconsistencies in her own memories, and she, like, you know, how she finds that's supposed to be yellow.
Yeah.
And, you know, she gives Max the speech about how she's not just going to sit around and do nothing.
Mhm.
She's like, you don't remind me of your brother, you are your
Yeah.
brother. Stop annoying the piss out of me.
But at the end, I feel like I said she follows in Max's footsteps with all the kids, like literally saying exactly what like Max would say, like eyes on me, don't look at anything else. You're following me. This is what we're doing.
So, okay, this is dumb. But you know how you said you hate the fact that they broke the necklace, the Holly the Heroic necklace?
I just don't.
No,
like it.
I do too. I do too. I think it was dumb. It was like this big like, oh, we're gonna do a slow motion shot, and Holly the Heroic is broken, and now she's gonna fall down the stairs, and from here on out, Holly's gonna be like, you know, just one of these kids stuck in this situation. And then they flip that, and they have Holly leading everybody out and being Holly the Heroic again. It's like, I don't really understand what the point was of setting up this like fall to her, not her literal fall, but like this fall of her character by like, oh, she can't be Holly the Heroic anymore, and then she just does it anyway.
Yeah, they make it like insignificant.
Right, it makes that scene insignificant.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I see what you're saying.
But I'm with you. I also don't like that scene.
I just don't like
mean.
it because it's mean.
This is bullying.
It's mean. It's bullying.
The show has some wonderful bullying scenes, and by wonderful I mean awful to watch.
It's mean. It's so mean.
Vecna, like,
I'm responsible for that.
Yeah.
Vecna Lord of the Flies those kids so quickly.
For real though.
Yeah, like all of a sudden they're all just like no, we have to stay or whatever. Like
and they're so ready to like.
One of you is going to give a second thought to
beat
the fact
her
that,
down.
Like,
yeah,
you were dragged here by the monsters.
Right?
Yeah.
Did they all forget that? Like you were all terrified.
You don't feel weird that all of a sudden you're just playing checkers in this mansion 24/7 with some weird dude?
I don't think Vecna was wiping memories, because if he was, dipshit Derek wouldn't know all the stuff he knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very inconsistent.
I'm sorry. Delightful Derek.
Delightful Derek.
I like Derek.
I love Derek.
Suck my fat one. That kid rocks.
His little chode finger.
Another shout out to his parents, who
we've talked about.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, last time I was here, like, I feel like the way that they were treated is very similar to how Ted was treated in the hospital, so it's relevant.
They're just in that barn tied up.
Yeah, they're just.
I love Derek.
Hello.
I love Derek. Derek was adopted at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Derek was a good addition. I liked
He
him.
was. He was good. You know, the actor told all of his friends he got like cast in a mayonnaise documentary because he wasn't allowed to say anything about the show.
That kid in a mayonnaise documentary.
Yeah, he was on Jimmy Fallon, and he was like, I told everybody I was in a mayonnaise documentary, and he was like, why? And he's like, because nobody asks any follow-up questions when you say you're in a mayonnaise documentary.
It's pretty
That's
ingenious.
smart.
So
Yeah,
smart.
my God.
It's a really good idea. I would have nothing to say to that.
Right.
Like,
Like,
cool,
good
man.
for you.
Yeah. Get that bag.
I might have wanted to know what brand of mayo. Is it Hellman's? Is it Duke's? Like what? But
Duffer.
Duffer mayo.
Duffer mayo.
It's this small unknown mayo from a land with 3 waterfalls.
Yeah. Oh my god. There's 3 waterfalls of mayonnaise. Just
Oh,
oh man, I don't have anything else about Holly.
Not to go off on a tangent with dipshit Derek or delightful Derek, but I do want to call. We're not going to do an episode about him, but while we're talking about him, I want to call out one thing. They introduced him, or not introduced him, but like they showed him in his house playing Ghosts and Goblins. And they were very specific about showing Ghosts and Goblins. And in the past, when they do things like that, it always pays off somewhere down the line. And when we saw that, my thought was like, oh, they're gonna do something there.
They didn't do anything.
They didn't do shit.
It was just a reference for the sake of a reference.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, he should be doing something relevant. Oh,
Wasn't like Dig Dug.
that game was pretty cool. Yeah.
Right. It wasn't
Like-
even like a gag like Lucas with New Coke.
Yeah.
Like it was just we're gonna focus on this shot of Ghosts and Goblins
The
for no
New
reason.
Coke.
Yep. Just a member berry.
Just a member berry.
Season 3 really was good.
Season 3 was great.
I'm so glad you guys are coming back.
It's really good.
Like I was so hurt when you guys said it was the worst season.
It had the best monsters.
Yeah.
It's third on my list.
That's fair.
And that's only third because season 1 is so good.
It's just that's the thing is like I would only accept 1 and or 4 to be placed above 3. There is like if you say 2 or 5 is better than season 3, we didn't watch the same show.
4
Yeah.
and 1 are placed it's 4, 1, 3, 2, 5.
Yeah.
For me. I think that's for you too.
I think my issue was that I got fatigued by a lot of the member berries in 3.
Yeah.
I thought you
Yeah,
were
yeah,
gonna
they
say
go-
something and I was gonna
Demogorgon.
yeah, that's where I
no,
thought he was going because he was
three
like,
would've-
I got fatigued, and I
Yeah.
was like, excuse me.
3 would have cured my Demogorgon fatigue. There wasn't a single Demogorgon in
Yeah,
season
it was all
3.
it was all goopy people.
Yeah,
That was great.
that's
That was
right. There
fair.
were no demo anythings in season 3.
Yeah.
I guess we just, by the end of season 5, I was so burnt out on Demogorgons and Demobats. There were so many Demobats in season 5. I don't know why they put so many of them in there.
They just
you mean
forgot
4?
about the
No, I'm talking about 5. There were so many in 5. I was so tired of them by the end.
Vecna forgot about the Demobat fleet and
Yeah.
just didn't utilize them.
Anyway,
Ooza.
the Wheelers.
Yeah. Good
Good-
family. Good
Yeah.
family.
I don't think there's too much more to say.
I
about
don't have
Holly.
anything else to say. Just that
I-
she follows in Mike's footsteps with all of her friends, and they start playing D&D,
Yeah.
and I cry.
It was very sweet. I am interested in finding out if they were maybe trying to backdoor pilot something with that and with Holly in general for season 5. I
What, the
don't,
Holly Wheeler spinoff?
Maybe I
Yeah,
don't
like, it
think
does-
so, but it feels that way,
It
right?
does feel that way. It feels like they're like I mean, I know they're and I don't know if this is just because of a lot of the backlash that they got and how insecure the Duffer Brothers can be. But like the only Stranger Things that we're getting now is the cartoon that's coming out, right?
That
Yes,
I'm
That
aware
we're
of.
aware of. It almost felt like they were really trying to build up Holly to be like, oh, this is going to be like the next set of seasons to continue the Stranger Things story, and it just didn't land well. So now they're just like, oh, they like scrapped it. That's kind of the vibe that I get because I
feels
really
that way a little.
I 100% agree with you with that. Like it feels like they were trying to just like, okay, now we got Holly and the younger kids and like
Yeah, we're setting
Because
up a
they
new
introduced
generation.
all those
Yeah.
new kids after saying that they weren't going to introduce any new characters
mhm.
for season 5, and they had 13.
Yeah, and they spent like at least half of the entire season's running time working on Holly as a character.
Mhm.
And it's like even though the scene in the end where Mike goes up the steps and you see all these
Yeah.
newer younger kids playing D&D and everything, I still love that scene. It works as like a series finale scene,
Absolutely.
but it feels like that's like too easy of an idea to just be like, oh, this is going to be our next show.
This is the
Like,
yeah.
next generation.
Yeah, it's like, come on, guys, we're not stupid. Like,
Right.
Maybe
That-
I
that
am because
whole-
I didn't catch.
You didn't think that they were
No.
like, oh, the next Stranger Things in the 90s.
And you know why? Because every single time we watch that scene, I'm sitting there sobbing, so
Just-
I'm probably not.
And
Not
your
thinking
face in a
about it.
tissue.
Basically. So I wasn't thinking about them. I'm just like, they put their binders back and it's over.
We could be heroes.
Not that doesn't make that doesn't make me
cry.
cry. The whole their whole thing does.
Yeah.
I know nobody else in the room will know what I'm talking about here, but maybe somebody listening will. I prefer the use of heroes at the end of regular show as opposed to the end of Stranger Things. Feels
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. I think we were talking about that when we were talking about the finale.
Did we? All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was like I got sick of running up that hill, but I didn't get sick of heroes. But I
Well,
kind
they
of
was the only time that they used the original heroes was at the end of season 5. They
That's
used
true.
the Peter
That's true.
Gabriel version for everything else. Any other time
What
that it was
version
on.
did they use in season 1?
I will be king. They used the Peter Gabriel
That's Peter
version,
Gabriel.
the slower
And
version.
then the one at the end of season 3, I thought that was different than the one in season 1.
No, it's the same.
Huh.
They use the same songs a lot, but they use the original version for
For the finale.
For the finale.
With AI images.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Nancy's fingers. Did you guys talk about Nancy's fingers in the
I did.
closing
I brought
credits?
it up. I brought it
yeah.
God, it's so lazy. You have an entire art department.
But honestly, after
want to...
yeah, that's the underrated one. But after watching that Netflix documentary about the making of the 5th season, and so much was made clear about how rushed it was, honestly, like the AI thing, it still bugs me. But to me, it's just like, why not? You half-assed everything else. Why not just type into ChatGPT, "Hey, make this credits"?
It would have taken nothing for them to go to Wizards of the Coast and be like, "Hey guys, can your D&D department whip up some drawings?"
They could
like
have,
it would have taken nothing.
They could have like, everybody talks about like how the fans are so, they could have gotten freaking fans to draw stuff for them.
Yeah, just
for cheap.
Had like different art styles per
That would have
image,
been
just submissions.
so cool. Just submissions of different, fans of the show that are artists, just making art to put into it.
Varying degrees of perspective and quality. Nice little mix. Nope.
I could have submitted something. It would have been wonderful. That's a lie.
Oh, honey.
If his character were still alive today, I guess he'd be what, like in his 70s?
Who?
If Ted were alive today,
he'd be older than in his 70s.
Yeah. What
He'd
is his
probably
timeline?
I mean,
because the show ends in what, 87, and he's in like what,
well,
his
actually
50s,
no, the show
50?
ends in 89 because they're the class of 1989.
Okay, so he's
Ends
probably
the
what?
year I
He's
was born.
probably
So he'd be 36 years older.
Yeah, and he's probably I'm gonna say he's probably at least 60.
Oh, he's not. Wait,
Well,
he's not 60 in the show.
All I was going to say is I don't think he would support AI today. That's all I was saying.
Oh, Ted would hate AI. Ted would absolutely hate AI.
But he'd be in a home somewhere based on his age. So
I don't think anybody I don't think anybody would like AI.
No.
Yeah.
In the current like in any of those characters.
I feel like once the stages of dementia started to set into Ted, I think Nancy would just put his ass in a home. Like, be like, hey, I'm free now. Like, I'm good.
Nancy wouldn't have to do that.
Where's
Karen
Billy
could
at?
do that.
Oh, I meant Karen, not Nancy.
Where's Billy at?
Mixing up my wheelers.
Oh man.
Where's my bacon?
Okay.
Let's get you back to your room.
We'll bring you some bacon, Mr. Wheeler.
My children saved the world. Okay, sweetie.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's still in the dark.
dark.
No one told him anything.
No,
He's
nobody
still
told
in the
him
dark.
anything. I mean,
He thinks he got mauled by a bear.
There was a Russian serial killer in my town not too far back.
what happened to her hair?
Mr. Wheeler, did you take your meds this morning?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Good old Ted.
That's the Wheelers.
That's the Wheelers.
Yeah, because you guys are done, Nancy and Mike, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's all of them.
Yep, Mike was first, and then we did Nancy, and this was this.
Who's next?
You'll have to find out next week. Or
Yep.
pay attention to our Instagram, because I drop clues every Monday.
Stay tuned.
So I will be dropping clues on Monday as to who our next episode is about, with the reveal on Thursday. So
Signing off from the Hawkins Hellfire Collective. I'm Zach Grubb.
I'm Devin Grubb.
I'm Matt Pashuk.
Dusty Buns gets it done.